back to my channel. So today I have another first impression for all of you today. First of all, if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Maraiah. Welcome. If you aren't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It's gonna be down below. Why does there always have to be a big truck when I film? Also, there is a giveaway going on. It'll be linked down below in the description box. It is something very sweet, something very not tasty, but it smells delicious. So let's get on with the first impression. Okay, so as per usual, I am going to pin my hair back. And I've already finished my brows, my eyes, and my eyelashes are already on. So I picked up Clinique's new Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. Foundation and concealer. And I had to go back 3 times because each time someone told me I was a shade, they would give me the wrong shade. I mean, like, they would color match me, but I think because their lighting sucks a lot of the time inside of different department stores. I went to Macy's and I went to Sephora. Macy's and Sephora gave me the wrong foundation. So I went back to Macy's, a different Macy's, and I picked up the right foundation. And you can see I did not play with it yet. You can see there is like a gap right there because, yeah, all the foundation fell to the bottom. But I'm just gonna zhuzh it up a little, mix it around, and this is how the foundation looks like. It is a huge applicator. This reminds me of one of the Tarte's Rainforest of the Sea wand. Just gigantic size, like it is humongous. So I think I'm gonna just apply it all over my face. Should I use a primer? I'm going to put primer on one half of my face. Which primer should I use today? As usual, I'm gonna apply Dr. Brand's Pores No More's Pore Refiner Primer on my nose area and right in this area because my pores are in those areas. Okay, and I'm gonna apply the Fix and Perfect all over my face. I need to get a new tube because this thing is running low. So I'm just gonna apply this on one half of my face. I do have all over my face my normal everyday moisturizer, and that is applied all over my face, not just half. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply. Is there directions on this thing? Okay, so this foundation, it says it's allergy tested, fragrance free, ophthalmologist tested, moderate to full coverage, natural matte finish. So I'm excited that it says matte. A foundation and concealer in one for a natural beyond perfected look that lasts all day, lightweight, moisturizing, makeup covers thoroughly without clogging pores. Color stays true even through sweat and humidity for complete coverage. Dot on all over face and blend. Use the unique applicator to spot conceal, and it's oil free. I love foundations that are oil-free because I'm already oily and we don't gotta add to the oily mess. But I think I'm just gonna like swipe it on. I'm gonna put 2 on there, maybe 2 right there, and right there. I'm just gonna do one side first because I don't know how well it's gonna set. On one side I'm gonna use a brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a face buffing brush on one side, and on the other side I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender just to see how it compares. Ooh, I can see that it is covering up my blemish area right here, which is really noticeable, but I am surprised that it covered it up. I can immediately see it evening out my skin tone. I don't see a lot of patchiness, but I think if I want a more fuller coverage, which I kind of do, I'm going to add in a little bit more foundation in this region there. I'm so stressed out. I've been working so much that I'm breaking out like crazy. Let's go ahead and add on a little more concealer. I'm just going to do it in this area where I have a lot of my blemishes. And if you notice, instead of me swiping and everything, I am just pouncing and stippling my brush. And look at that coverage. Oh my gosh, it looks really good, and it feels very lightweight, and that is another plus, another pro. I think I didn't even mention any other pros, but that is amazing. Look at that coverage. I guess it is a foundation and concealer in one, so I'm just gonna add down here because I do have blemishes down there that I want to cover up. Okay, so that looks really good actually. Can you see the difference between this side? I have about the same amount of blemishes on this side and this side. And you can see how well it evened out my skin tone, how evenly it covered up a lot of my redness around my nose. I don't know if you can see that, but I do have a bunch of redness here, and it covered it up really, really well. I'm very surprised and I'm very excited, but oh my gosh, look at that. It covered it up so well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the other side with the Beauty Blender. I have my Dampen Beauty Blender, and I'm just gonna apply the foundation as I did on the other side. So I'm gonna do 2 stripes on this side. Currently, I don't see a difference in application. It both looks really, really good with or without, I mean like with the Beauty Blender or the brush. Let's go ahead and cover up the rest of my blemishes here. Okay, so that is the foundation. I always forget to tell you what shade I'm using, but I'm using 11 Honey. Okay, it is not setting that well. I am going to go ahead, my nose is itchy. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Okay, so I finished the rest of my makeup. I did a really light makeup look, just some blush, some bronzer here and there. I did not smoke out my bottom lash line like I like doing. I just wanted to keep it nice and clean. It actually took me a while to figure out which lipstick I wanted to put on, and I'm using M.A.C Impassioned, and I love it. I swear I have a lot of lipsticks that look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and just set half of my face. I'm going to use Skandinavia's makeup finishing spray, my everyday holy grail go-to finishing spray. And I'm going to spray the side that has the primer, which is my right side. It's usually my right side anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and cover up and spray. And I feel like I tell you this all the time, but I like to load up my setting sprays. So let's just dry it off. So everything is set. I let my hair down and let's go out the door. It is now 3:19 in the afternoon. I know, right? Kind of late for me to be heading out the door. I just gotta go and pick up a few more makeup things for the giveaway, which will be linked down below. So don't forget to subscribe, because the only way you're gonna win is if you'll be subscribed and listen to that video, because it has a whole bunch of details. Instead of me rambling, go ahead and visit that video. I'm gonna go head out the door, and I'll check back in with you in just a few hours. Okay, hi guys, I am back for my final check-in. It is now 10:12 in the evening. If you hear snoring in the background, it's Justin. He completely knocked out behind my backdrop here. So funny. I have to say that this foundation did really well. But before I go on, here's your letter. Okay, so for this foundation, I think it's really great. For 1 ounce, you're paying $27, and Clinique has 20 different shades. So they did a really good job giving everybody, every skin tone, a shade to match, because not a lot of foundations have that many shades. So 20 shades, that's a lot. And I don't have them written down, but right off the top of my head, a con is that it's in like an applicator like this, because you would apply it to your face and you would stick this applicator back into the bottle, which is very unsanitary. But if you're just using it on yourself, what the hell? What the hell? What the heck? Just do it. Apply, put it back in. But a pro is that it's easy to apply. Like, it's very convenient. You don't have to pump it on the back of your hand and then apply it. You just pull it out of the bottle, apply it, and put it back in. I mean, simple as that. It does leave me looking pretty nice and mattified. I mean, like, I'm not overly mattified. It does, at the couple hours in, it did give me a more demi-matte finish more than a mattified finish. But I think I like it, because rather than me looking really dry and overly mattified, I kind of look like it's a healthy, natural glow, versus me looking dry and I don't know what to call it, just dry. I really like the finish of it. As normal, I am getting pretty oily in my T-zones, but what can I expect for an oily gal? I can expect an oily T-zone, but I don't look so oily where it looks like an oil spill happened in the middle of my face. It looks really, really good. The difference between the side with the primer and setting spray and without the setting spray, I can see kind of a difference, but I don't really see much of a difference. I see some of my blemishes popping through, but not as much as this side. You can see a bunch of my blemishes starting to peek through, and this is the side without the setting spray and without the primer. And I'm not sure if it's because I was leaning on this side or not, but I think it looks pretty good. Leave me a comment down below which side you think looks better. The side without any primer or setting spray, or with the primer and setting spray. Leave your comments down below. I would love to know. If you aren't already subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified of when I post new videos. Also, I have a giveaway going on. Don't forget to check the link down below so that you can enter that giveaway. And don't forget to just watch through that video because I give a lot of detail on how you can enter to win. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I'm gonna tell him to be quiet. He's ruining my video. Hey, stop snoring. Hey, 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 hey. Stop snoring. I'm filming.
What?
Stop snoring. I'm filming.
What?
Yes, stop snoring.
Snoring now?
Yes, you're snoring. I caught you on video.
What?
I did.
Oh, snoring.
Be quiet now. Because whenever I use a pump, I usually pump it, use my finger, and
They put the two boxes in.
so having.
Really?
I'm filming. Quiet. Thank you.